Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Amanda,
Andy,
what are we doing today?
not the TV guide.
Grant, what is not the TV guide?
Well, it's the latest and most incredible new podcast regarding TV and streaming and mentioning some films today this week as well. So,
Amanda, why are we late this month?
Because I've been ill with a cold because some nice woman coughed all over me on the bus.
And Grant?
oh, yeah, I've been away obviously for Christmas and then been recording my album in spare time. So, yeah, so that's all pretty much done. So, I'm just TV constantly, my only focus now.
For the moment, yeah. Obviously, Grant,
Yeah.
give us a hint about your album.
Well, about it, it's just a collection of songs I've done over the years. So it's like it's 13 songs. 12 are my favorites, really, I've done, and one brand new one, actually. And Minnie Dalek has a song at the end as well, which is quite nice.
Yay. Oh, by the way, you better introduce our fourth member of the broadcast team, haven't you?
I know, I forget to introduce him because he was just literally just chilling on the sofa because he had just finished Reacher like I had and he was loving it. So, but he wants to say hi to everyone, don't you, Minnie Dalek? Say hi. Yeah, that's still listeners at home as well.
Happy New Year, Minnie Dalek, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that was him saying Happy New Year to Andy and Amanda.
I got that.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we could understand him. Yeah, it was a bit like
when you go in the TARDIS and you can understand everything.
Yeah, or Groot. He said, "I am Groot." He said, "Exterminate." It was so much more than those. But, of course, now Amanda's got no more news. I'm on the second novel. Now we are here for not just TV programs this month. Yes, because we've all been to the cinema. Somebody's been to the cinema 3 times, and 2 people have been twice. So, yeah, so it's not the TV guide, not the TV guide and film guide this time, isn't it? Yeah. So, now, what we're going to do today is we have got loads to go through now. As for the sake of continuity, first of all, me and Amanda are going to touch on base briefly about the 2 programs we were watching the last episode, but we've now watched.
Finished watching.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Amanda.
We finished watching the end of Orphan Black.
Echoes.
Yeah.
Not Echo that we're talking about later on. Echoes.
No.
It's too soon to give away any spoilers, I think, but there was a surprising death near the end.
Yeah. And Grant, it was one of those ones, if you were going to watch it, yeah, Amanda was like, no, you can't do that.
Really? In that same voice as well. It's uncanny.
We don't know yet, Grant, whether there's going to be a second season of that because there's mixed reports.
Oh, okay.
But it's been sold to the BBC and a few other places that do know. So, Amanda, what are you going to give that out of 10?
I'm going to give it 8.5.
8 for me. Now, what's the other programme we've concluded?
Bodies.
Yeah, blimey. This is fun, Grant, because the day job I've got, they're all talking about this series last week in work. And there was...
yeah.
It varies from day to day, but 6 people in the office have tried watching that series. I'm the only one that finished it in the work. You're late.
Really? Was it because of the too many timelines and all that?
Yeah, I think it confused yourself.
It tried to be too clever, I think. It did wrap some things up and I understood some things, but then there were other things where you're just trying to wrap your head around it and thinking, would time travel work like that and would this happen? It can hurt your brain thinking about it.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as timelines as Doctor Who is. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, spoilers. So, it was all right. It was a one-off series, Grant. There's not going to be a second one, so don't feel obliged if people have to watch it because it was designed as an event series, I believe. So, Amanda,
okay, yeah.
What are you going to give that out of 10?
7 3/4.
Oh. I'm sorry. I've started the bleak monitor already here. So, right, 7. So, Grant, don't you start doing 7.77775 and do Affinity next
I was going to say, yeah. I was going to say it's like Pitchfork Media. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's continuity stuff. Grant, what is the first program we're going to review today?
It's going to be the best show on TV. Echo, no, sorry, Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
We tried. I stayed in tune. She made me come very close.
Well, next month, I'll bring my stylophone. I can do the theme on my stylophone. You want to do that?
Oh, blimey, it's returned to cackle of giggling idiots already today. We're not even got going to the first program yet. So now, obviously, we are a bit late this, so we can go into spoilers now. If people are wondering, obviously, with Doctor Who, obviously, for the sake of continuity, because Grant, you've seen the first one last month, The Star Beast. We hadn't at that time. We have now. We'll touch base on that briefly, and then we'll go straight into the 3 specials. That's okay with you, mate, is it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, because when I was last speaking to you, you had no idea the meat was, did you?
No, meat.
Yeah. I was like, oh, look, it's so cute. And then I was like, die.
That really did remind me a lot of that Sarah Lancashire episode, Partners in Crime, which done off season 4, that did, with the meeps, the way they were, the antipose, was it? I think they were called?
Adipose,
yeah. There was very similar sort of graphics to that, wasn't it, really? So I think this was
I think one of them was in the shed, actually. You know, the Catherine Tate, so Donna's daughter was she was making all those little toys, wasn't she? Stuffed toys. Yeah. I think there was an adipose in there, I think,
yeah. Does ring a bell that straight away. So we've covered a lot. Is there anything you want to add from last month, Grant? We couldn't really say much last time, could we? Really? So
no, I can't. Really. It's been that long ago now.
And he's watched a lot.
yeah. People might guess this episode. You've watched us shed loads of stuff since. So yeah. Amanda, what do you see? What do you think?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't know if it would catch on like they had the adipose when they had like little toys in them, because I remember I had one. I don't know if people would want a meat, knowing what a little something it is. I'm not going to swear.
Yeah. So it was.
I know you have to be quite a dark person to want to meet, wouldn't you?
Yeah. For me, well, I found it was a light episode, and it was a bit of fun just to get Doctor and Donna back together again. Deal with the dangling plot from the last time they were together, and just change the tempo after we went through the last series. Yeah, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You got a mark for that, Amanda?
Yeah. 9.
Bloody hell. 7 off me, but anyway, so I'm right.
Yeah, I think I gave you an 8.
We're going to go on to now. That was the weirdest episode out of the 4, Wild Blue Yonder. Grant.
Yeah. Well, I thought this episode was brilliant. I thought it was my favourite of the 4 that's been out, I think, so far. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It actually made me a bit scared. That was actually when I don't know if I should say in spoilers. Should we do spoilers?
Yeah, it's been out over a month, so yeah.
And his arms, when he was like, "Oh, my arms are long," I was like, when he actually saw his stretch Armstrong arms, I was like, "Oh!" I was like, "This is weird." not liking it at all, and it grabbed attention.
You know, because with AI, if you get it to do pictures, so you can't get the fingers right. So it was a bit like AI, but you can't get the arms right.
Oh, can it not? Oh, right, gosh.
I felt you're dead right. If me, it was the most surreal of the 4 episodes. That's for some distance. It was the darkest as well. It was really, really dark. When they announced all the 4 episodes, the cast got announced, and there wasn't much of a cast announced on this one. And there was all kinds of speculation going around that there was going to be some unannounced guest stars. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really.
The alien, did you? It was just a being that just formed out of nothing, didn't it? Really, and then it was a good plot. I thought it was, and it was like at the end, it was like when they're being chased by it, and it was like, and it all got. It was quite darkly funny, wasn't it? When they were kind of trapped in a bundle of like squishy.
Yeah. Now, as I was over a month ago, how do you both feel about when the Doctor got Donna into his TARDIS, and then you thought for a second, oh, he's got the wrong Donna?
Oh yeah, that was horrible, that bit.
Yeah, that would have been a really bad ending, wouldn't it? If it just ended like that.
I know, because he was he like 99.99% Donna, and then he just that little thing at the end, but yeah, that would have been horrible, wouldn't it? Yeah. But no, I've seen so many sci-fi shows where they take the wrong person and everyone's trapped in so many evil doppelganger stories, isn't there, like that?
Yeah, it's definitely a homage. I've seen good few like that and a few books like that. Yeah, it was definitely homage to that. I think he did it on purpose, just for a couple of seconds, didn't he?
Yeah.
I know, yeah. But yeah, the whole episode I thought it was fun. I even like the bit when they went to Isaac Newton at the beginning and Mavity.
It was really good. Great episode, Keith. It was a great contrast to the first one, really. And I thought that was important, I think, straight away to establish the unpredictability of the show. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. Because you thought it was another light-hearted travel back in time episode, but then no, it goes into very very claustrophobic, dark places. Doesn't it? Yeah.
I have to ask you before we market, how did you both feel about the cameo at the end of the episode?
That was just heartbreaking, wasn't it? I was just like, I love Will so much, and I'm a big fan of Burning Crimmins anyway. I love Right Said Fred, the song, song. Right Said Fred, that one. Yeah, I love that song.
Amanda,
I want Will to be my granddad.
I know he's so cute, isn't he? Yeah. I know, because he was very ill at the time, because he's passed on now, isn't he? And then I think when they were filming it, they knew he didn't have much longer. They wanted, only Russell Lee Davis said they wanted to do more with him, but yeah, they couldn't. But yeah, that was just heartbreaking, and I was really happy to see it.
Yeah, I think as an acting career, that's a great way to go out as a really good cameo on any program. And it was like well into his 90s when he died. So yeah, respect, great actor. And I think it linked in well to what come up in the third episode. So I'll come on to in a moment. But yeah, I think great. Marks.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Grant?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. So. Now, and then obviously after the end of that, we went into the return of the Toy Master. Now, I thought there was some great scenes in this. There really was some great scenes in this. Now, the best one's got to be the Spice Girls dance song.
Yeah, I was just about to mention Spice Girls. Yeah.
Amanda.
I liked the episode, but I wasn't that bothered about the Toy Master. It was just everything else that I liked. Can I just be awkward?
Oh, we know you're awkward, right? So we'll expect anything less of you, Mrs. Nicholson. So, but that one, but yeah, no, it was absolutely superb, the episode itself, and I have to give credit straight away to Neil Patrick Harris here before we even start, because he had that down to T, that character.
Yeah, he had a great dodgy German accent, which I like. Great juggling skills.
See, he was enjoying doing it as well. That's what I really enjoyed of it.
Yeah. And also, he was a different kind of villain they've had before. Like, he was more of a kind of like, he was more like a trickster. It was kind of like reminded me of DC's, what's he's called? Is it Mr. Mistopheles? The kind of character.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the one who's kind of he's the entity that lives somewhere else, but he comes and just tricks people and, makes lives a bit of a misery. A bit like the goblins, actually, in the later episode, actually, when they just come in and, like, they're pranksters, aren't they? A bit like Jeremy Beadle coming in, just messing around with people.
We'll come to that in a minute, but you're right, there is a similarity there between that straight away. And I think out of the 3 episodes with David Tennant in, this one, I felt, the first 2 were obviously, the plots were quite reasonably light. This one was very heavy story based to me, John Jack. They could have made a film like this further.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why. Now, we don't have to give tons away yet, but we have to ask about the scene when the Doctor splits into 2.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Were you both expecting that?
I wasn't, but I didn't look anything purposely. I just stayed away from everything online.
Yeah, I was the same. I didn't know what was happening. And then when David Tennant got shot, and I was just looking at the clock, and I was like, remember, there's 25 minutes left this episode. I was like, I want another 20 minutes of Tennant, please. I was like, you can't do this. I was going, no, at the TV. And then when Coochie came out of his head, I was like, oh, this is weird. Did not expect this. And then, I thought it was really fun. And then the only thing I would say is bad about it, like, they just had a juggling contest, wasn't it? That was the only thing they got rid of him, this like super dimensional powers, and he just kind of gave up in the end, didn't he? But I think he was just kind of like surprised by what happened. It was like, oh, this is weird.
I think it surprised a few people, because I knew what Russell T Davies was teasing someone, saying long-term fans ain't gonna like what I'm gonna do in this. I loved it because I thought it was a brave move to do what they did there. But I think it was doing it that way. It gives the David Tennant fans that have come back for these 3 specials a chance to get to know the new Doctor a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was very
smart. Yeah,
charismatic.
I mean that's smart.
Very, very charismatic in those little scenes. He was, and it was like there was definite change in tone between the pair of them, wasn't it? Like because done it.
Mhm.
David Tennant's one was a world weary one, a bit bogged down with everything. And obviously,
Yeah.
the new like names it. He comes in very bright, colourful, wasn't he? Really.
Yeah.
And he running around with fucking just his boxer shorts on for our 25
Yeah, I was
minutes.
going to say it was
That takes guts. That takes guts. I couldn't have done that.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a smart idea, and I thought like what was clever about it as well. Like, I think maybe I don't know if they signed a contract with Disney, were like, "You know, we've got David Tennant back. He's Catherine Taylor, great. We can have David Tennant in this other unit, you know, back at home in the garden. So if this new one goes tits up, we'll just like they just smash the break emergency glass and they get Tennant back, you know, and can come in and save the day."
That's been the criticism gone round. And how have you felt about that match as well? Because it felt like they've done it, and there's no plans been announced with David Tennant yet. This, so
I think it leaves it open, doesn't it? If he wants to come back, or if they want him to come back. So.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm happy with that.
I know he's back on board with Good Omen. I know he's back with Good Omen season 3 at the moment, so that one's going to take a year out, I reckon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm happy he's still alive. I mean, that was but I think he'll get bored in that garden, you know, just playing swing ball or whatever he's doing. You know, and you know, he's a doctor. You know, he should be out helping people. So I see him be out. There'll be some kind of storyline in the future planned.
I'd be working at Sainsbury's.
Yeah,
all the supermarkets.
Yeah, I'll go and check out Billy Piper in the other universe with her doctor, so they get the two doctors having adventures.
I know. I mean, there's literally like 50 million David Tennants out there, isn't there?
Crazy, isn't it? You think really, it's the only doctor now it's gone through so far where it's not the case if he's still going, even though he's not the main doctor's alive. There's two of them. So it's like,
oh, exactly, yeah. I feel sorry for the other doctors because they're like when they're dead, they're not coming back. And then he gets like he's had a million regenerations.
Yeah, they all come back as Tennants. It's like being John Malkovich, isn't it? Tennant.
I would watch that movie.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody does like that. But anyway, we better mark it, I suppose, haven't we? Amanda.
7 3/4.
Oh, fuck off for them.
Right. I'll give it 8.5.
Oh, well, we go then. What I'll do then, I say what, I'll go 9.112 then. Right, is that okay?
Okay.
Now, obviously, we better get on to the Christmas special. Which, of course, people wondering, is the Church and Ruby Road. Now, we'll start with Amanda this time, Amanda.
I felt like they took inspiration from this, from the Labyrinth, Gremlin, and Star Wars. And just sort of mixed it all together in a blender.
What do you think, Ram?
Yeah, I totally agree. I thought it was so like Labyrinth, or I was just when they were singing the song on the Goblin. When they first said the Goblin King, all I could think was a magic dance when they came up. I was just like, please do the song.
The song was, I love the song. I remember chatting to you about that on Facebook, and I thought, God, this song's dark.
No, I thought it was really catchy, and I was like, yeah, when they were like dancing on there, I thought they should do more musical numbers. Like, it was really in with his personality as well. You know, like at the beginning, he was just at the nightclub, you know, saving people's drinks from being spiked and all that. You know, it was just like just loving life and stopping people getting snowballed, wasn't it? The snowball man, all of the people. No, I thought it was really good. Yeah, really good fun. But yeah, all I could think of was like, I just wish that the Goblin King was more like David Bowie. That was all in my head. So I could think of.
Yeah, I could see that as well. I think you could argue with the goblins. They didn't really flesh them out as baddies.
No.
Well, they wanted to eat a baby, so that's quite bad.
Yeah, and well, exactly with it. So I have to ask you, obviously, first of all, then, how did you feel both about Millie Gibson's debut in Doctor Who on the Christmas special?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good. Yeah, I thought she was fine. I thought she had I think there's quite a good mystery behind the character, which is pretty cool. And I thought she had good chemistry with Chi-Chi. I thought it was really good. The bit I was like, especially with an orphan, I like when they were talking about they were both similar orphans as well. I thought that was pretty cool. when they talk about that. How they don't really they know their family or stuff. But one bit that made me sad was, when they had the adopted baby, they called it Lulybell. They kept saying it was a terrible name. Not sad for someone who was watching at home, which is called Lulybell. but then they did say, then the doctor did say, "Oh, it's a great name." So I felt a bit happier then when they said that.
Now, I have to let you go, obviously, with this. We had cameos in this that I didn't expect. One of them I didn't even recognise. We knew Davina McCall, saw her immediately. I thought she was brilliant in it, really, really good.
I know.
We didn't realise that Anita Dobson was in it till we saw the making of programme afterwards.
Yeah, and they said Anita Dobson. I was like, wait a minute, Anita Dobson. And then I like put two and two together. Then I was like, oh my god, she's got.
Oh yeah, I was the same. I didn't know her. It's because I was watching my mum. My mum said, "Oh, that's Anita Dobson." I was like, "Oh yeah, it is." Yeah, recognised her at first.
God, yeah, it shows you. Okay, Grant, let's do some theories then, because Amanda's got a theory, and I've not thought about it. Have you got any theories about where is Anita Dobson's character going to be leading into in the series coming up?
Well, I don't really have a theory, to be honest with you. The one thing I had got a theory was I thought maybe, because at the end of the giggle, someone picks up that tooth, doesn't it, that has the master in, and it had women's fingernails on. So I thought maybe she could be that person, or she's connected to the master somehow. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas.
Yeah.
Other than that, really.
Yeah, there's definitely. It did remind me a lot of the master thing, obviously, when they killed the master off originally. And brought him back, didn't they? Yeah, I could see that. So. Now, you've got a theory, haven't you?
I wondered if she was Ruby's either mum or future self. But there was a scene earlier on, though, where she was having a go at her neighbour, like, she put that box there. And that sort of caught me off guard. But maybe she was just playing dumb, pretending she didn't know what it was, because, like, at the end, then she knew what it was.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a bit of news gone round, obviously, since the Christmas special came out. I don't know if you've read this, Grant. We've both seen this morning. But Millie Gibson's getting wrote out of the series already.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there, but I think it's a shame. I thought she sounded like good potential. She seemed like good chemistry with her. Unless she's a nightmare to work with on set, I don't know. Just trying to get rid of her. I don't know.
You don't know. But you're right. They made a good move with her because they fleshed the character out really well.
Yeah.
Not a very forceful way where you saw her with a couple of friends at the beginning of it, didn't you? And then like you said, a mum and a grandma. And I thought they've done it at a really good steady pace. It did remind me a lot of that episode when Tennant first came in it, where they didn't bring the doctor and did it straight away. They fleshed out Billy Pipes a little bit more, the Peril without the doctor, then brought Tennant in later on. They've done that. They did a similar approach here, I think. It worked really well. Shove the doctor wearing a kilt again.
It's a bit cold.
Yeah,
not in snowy weather. No, I think it looked good in the kilt, to be fair.
And we were watching it in a hotel room on a Christmas day, and I turned around and said, "Have you seen that?"
Yeah.
At least he's got some kind of underpants on. That's all I care about.
You hope. That's all I'm going to say there. Definitely with that one. Right? You never know with these people, right? Sometimes, honestly. So yeah. Well, have you two got anything else you want to bring up at the Christmas special?
No, I don't think there's anything I want to bring up.
No, I hope the goblins do return. I like them. They were cheeky.
Yeah,
they were fun. Did you watch the making of program with this one, Grant?
No, I've not watched any yet.
No, I didn't.
Oh, the thing that I did want to mention something. One of the goblins, they was talking to them behind the scenes, and they were saying that a previous part they had was dressing up as Pope on the Teletubbies.
Oh, Teletubbies.
Very
so there'll be like a cute Teletubby to an evil goblin.
So which one was it? Poe?
Oh, the red one.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, that's probably it for this part anyway, for Doctor Who. So I really enjoyed this Christmas episode. I thought it was great fun. And I thought it was a really good introduction, obviously, to Ruby Sunday. And it's a shame that if whatever's happened there, she's leaving the series after his upcoming series.
It's a shame.
But it makes you wonder whether Russell T Davies is just doing what he did when he did it previously. He used to freshen up the series nearly every season, didn't he, basically?
Yeah, they did. I mean, because Martha was only in for 1 year, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And then
Catherine Tate was one and whatever. Yeah. So Grant, she could be a side woman in disguise.
I know.
Dalek in disguise or Cyberwoman? With Davros's love child. Oh God! Oh, don't start that.
Oh, well, I thought when I saw those girls in those kind of like those black robes, I thought she might be in the new shoes of the traitors at first when it came on, but I don't think she is. It's not Claudia Wilkerman in that.
No, I don't think so either. We're a better market anyway, so okay. Amanda.
9 3/4.
Oh, bring it up. Grant,
Oh my God, that's amazing stuff. I'll give it 8.5 again.
9.25 for me, a bit awkward, right? So now, Amanda, what are we doing next?
Reacher.
No, this is going to be
Wonder
interesting.
Why.
It's been interesting in a few ways, because you've told us off mic already, Grant, haven't you? You finished watching episode of season 2 about an hour ago.
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, so I've just come back from that adrenaline-fueled finale. Just recovered from it.
What I have to ask you, Grant, on this one is before we start with this. People wonder if Jack Reacher is like a man mountain, basically, like a one-man army. Have you read any of the books?
No, I never, and I've never seen the Tom Cruise films either, so they never really appealed to me. And the most I know about it is from that, the BBC Maestro adverts, like Lee Charles on them sometimes. Have you not seen it? Yeah, the advertisers, he does a masterclass on there.
Now, Amanda, how do you know the actor, Dave Reacher?
He was in, is it Titans?
Yeah.
Titans, yeah. He wasn't quite as big, I don't think, when he was in Titans. He's like bulked up a lot, he was pretty bulky anyway, but it's like extra bulky.
Now, before we go into the plot a little bit on season 2, I have to ask Grant another quick question. With this being your first Reacher exposure, I know you didn't see Reacher season 1. How did it feel? Did you think to pick this up pretty quickly?
Yeah, I did. It kind of set up that he was a drifter, he likes to buy his own clothes every week.
Oh, that was funny.
And then I just thought this guy is just so manly. He was just literally like my favourite bit still is when he kicked the car so hard that the airbag came out with the steering wheel and hit the guy. Oh. I was like, can anyone actually physically do that? Kick a car that hard, and then the airbag comes out.
Yeah, they can now.
It was crazy. It was absolutely. There's some stuff going on in that series. It was just, and we could talk about it because just touching it without giving the ending away. Yeah. The scenes in the aeroplane on the last episode. Helicopter. Like this one was squirming because you thought at least one of the two main 4 characters are going to die. And I'm not saying they did or not.
It got a little bit unrealistic at times.
But then when I was watching it, I could see why Tom Cruise was attracted to the material now, because he's totally insane, and he would have done all that for real. I think they must have used stunt people in this one and stuff like that. But yeah, he would have just jumped on that helicopter and just and dangled that operating trolley out the window, stuff by himself. Whatever.
Yeah, completely. I loved the beginning of this. I thought it was set up really, really well. This was. Obviously, beginning, we saw a man getting thrown out of a helicopter, didn't we? Right at the beginning.
Yeah. Right.
And they went to reach him, and obviously Neely was trying to contact him which did it through his bank account. And I thought that's one great way of getting hold of somebody that is. But
yeah, that was cool. That.
Yeah, I thought. I know Grant's not watched the first season, but I thought it was different to the first season anyway, because it was more solo then. He was working with a couple of people, wasn't he? But not all the time. This one was more like a sort of team.
Yeah. I have to ask you both, and this is one of the criticism I've seen on this. I've had 2 people say this now. They felt it collapsed into A-team pasture when all the baddies were hopeless for the shooting.
Yeah, I've got to admit, it was kind of an 80s throwback. That's what I liked about it, really. It was just like, there was literally, there was no kind of, there's no subtlety, was there? You're a bad guy, dead. That's it. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
There's no like, he's got, the terrorist has got, beliefs, you can relate to. When you're like, no, evil, dead, kill him, must be killed, must protect America. That's what it was like.
Yeah, it really, really was definitely that one. I had mixed feelings, if I'm honest with the pair of you, about the 2 main baddies. That's why I felt they were a bit probably one-dimensional. But
Yeah.
it's always good fun. Did you see the Easter egg at the beginning when Robert Patrick came into it, Grant?
Oh yeah, he made a Sarah Connor gag, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Well, that was nice. Sigland's what he was probably most famous for, to be honest with you, really. So that's why. But
yeah.
he's that sort of actor. He's done so much work over time. You look back at what he's done, you realise that's he's done so much work. He was like, we watched a series last year. The government, the night agent, or the night agent.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was in that.
You
For
watched that? Oh, was he? Yeah.
Then I think he was in a series called The Unit as well, and obviously he was in X-Files for a couple of seasons as well, wasn't he? As well, so
Yeah, he was. He played. Didn't he play
Doggett.
Doggett or something? Yeah, I can't remember now. Been a while.
That's the main. He's had a good career really since Terminator 2 came out. Was that what 91 was it?
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? 92? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No, but it was really good. It was good. Good, but I was a bit, if I'm honest, I'm not going to spoilers away here. Obviously, with the other baddie in it, I've not wrote his name down. Annoyingly.
I've got a name for it, but I can't repeat it on this podcast.
Yeah, well, anyway, no. That's all I'm going to say there. Yeah, I'm not wrote his name down. But the other one, when they only met the second main baddie, only met Reacher and his team right at the end of it. I was a bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the guy who liked comic books. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that was a bit of a
fun. Yeah, he was just pure evil again, wasn't it? You didn't really know his backstory, did you?
There was a scene towards the end of the 8th episode where two people were trying to escape in a helicopter and then a rocket launcher gets pulled out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. Love that. I thought you were going to talk about the naughty scene at the end, actually. In the hotel room.
Anyway, that says it all, really, doesn't it? So, yeah, so. But, okay, Grant, we'll ask you then. How did you feel about, was there good chemistry between Serena Swan's character, Carla Dixon, and Reacher?
Oh, yes, I thought there was some great chemistry. Well, to quote the film Poor Things, I quite enjoyed the furious jumping they did on each other. There was a lot of that going on, wasn't there?
We'll come back to that bit in a bit, definitely, right? That'll be part B, and I'm wondering, right? So that bit, we'll get a bit racier, right? Now,
but no, did you enjoy it, Amanda?
I think I turned to you, didn't I? And I was just like gobsmacked by the size of his arms, because his arms were just enormous. I don't know about anything else.
She wanted to see some of the face.
He should be on Gladiators, definitely.
Oh, part 2, right? Even bigger than 2/3 of the Gladiators, I think, for that one. We did that. Yeah, okay. Let me ask you both about the other main characters then, okay? You wouldn't know this, Grant, but Frances Neger, it was in the first series she was. So, Amanda, they filled their character out more in the second season, a lot more.
Yeah. I don't think you really knew that much about her in the first season.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking straight away with it. I thought she was really good, she was straight away with it. So, for that one. But yeah,
I thought it was a good ensemble cast. I liked all the characters, especially the ones you only saw in flashbacks. I like them as well. The guitar playing guy was great.
Yeah, they were really
good. Soft rock.
Yeah, I liked him. Obviously, the fourth member, David Donnell, and he was obviously he was a lawyer, wasn't he? So he was served the Reacher over there as well. And I thought he was really good. He was very sarky, wasn't he, towards him? And there's nothing wrong to say this because we don't know whether he dies or not. But he got shot right at the beginning of the 8th episode. And I had Amanda going,
I was like, no, he can't. He's still go home with his family.
I know, because I kept saying that, didn't you? You don't have to be in the game anymore. You've got a family and all that.
Yeah.
And, it was a bit like Vin Diesel at the end, wasn't it? They weren't friends anymore. They were family, weren't they?
Yeah.
It felt a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, he went about that way, yeah. So, is there anything else you two want to mention about this particularly?
I think just with the last episode, the first half was just like the action, wasn't it? The second half was sort of felt a bit more like closure for them as a team. Like you probably won't see them all together like that. It'll be stopped for a few more seasons if it goes that far.
I think they may. I don't know. I've not read the books yet, so I don't know if they'll ever appear again. But I think if they're doing this TV series and they're trying to make some kind of continuous storyline. That'd be good to bring one of them back, I think, or pay off some of them. Like, maybe the Dixon character, right? When the series is over, maybe you can see them get together or something. You don't know, so stuff like that, maybe.
I do, because obviously the first season I think was the first book as a creature. This was book 8, book 9, so they jumped a few books.
Good player to choose
Oh,
from.
have they? Yeah.
30, haven't they? So they might start jumping around in time a bit more. You don't know how they're going to play around with this series, don't you? So, but there's big rumours going around. He's going to become Batman, DC Comics apparently.
Oh wow, really? That'd be a very strong Batman.
Or the other one that's going around is Wolverine.
Oh really?
I can see Wolverine. I can see that.
So there's various rumours going around. I know Amanda wants Jensen Ackles as Batman.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Could you? It could be Robin, I guess. Reacher could be Robin. Stronger.
Robin's like towering over Batman.
Right. Okay. So what are you proposing there, Grant? They do the Hugh Grant to it, where they reduce him down to about mid-school.
Well, if they're going to do that,
that'd be great.
I want to be in the middle of that.
It's the pointy shoes.
Oh my god! Right. Anyway, we better mark this and wrap up part 8, because we've got loads more to go through yet. Grant, what are you going to give Preacher season 2 out of 10?
Oh, I thought it was really thoroughly entertaining. I was like, if you like your action films, 80 like throwback 80s action kind of films, it's just it gave me a bit of a Mission Impossible vibe as well. The espionage bits of it. So I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, it was good fun.
It helped me out for us really, Grant, with this one, because we saw the first 2 episodes as part of.
On the big screen,
yeah. On the big screen.
The Amazon Prime thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, didn't he?
Yeah. And if I'm honest, I enjoyed the first series. I thought, we'll see how this goes. And at the end of it, I turned around and said, this is great. It amplified it, I think, watching the first 2 episodes on the cinema again for us both. It did. I can see why they've had criticism on it. Well, my criticism is false to criticism. Just enjoy the entertainment. So it gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
I'm going to give it a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because you get his kit off. Says it all. So. Right. Okay, guys, girls. Yeah, that's the end of part A here. We have got shed loads more to go.
Seen part 2?
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.